Season's greetings, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Evan Can't Draw. So, here we are getting close to the last stream of this thing before the end of the year. This is probably the last one of the year. I might do more next year. It depends on how I feel, but, we'll see. We'll see. I got a lot planned next year, so yeah. Which means I'm going to be doing my final piece of art. I'm going to be drawing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Because, the first time I drew Frosty, then I drew the Santa Claus hats. Now I gotta draw Rudy. So the problem is, I've never actually drawn a reindeer before, so this is gonna be quite the experience, huh? I have to look up some good images here. So what kind of Rudolph should I do? It's the choice between like the Rankin Bass version or like the original design. I might just do the Rankin Bass version because that one at least has antlers. I mean, you all know the story of Rudolph. He was a red-nosed reindeer who had a very shiny nose. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't really say much about it being red. It was just shiny. I mean, you think that his parents named him that in the beginning? Your name is Rudolph. I know in the Rankin Bass movie he's not, but So what should I draw him as? Let me see if I can draw a reindeer head. It's kind of hard to do there. I have to get a reference here. This is kind of a little bit crazy with that stuff. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. So Rudolph has like a very specifically pointed head. I'm trying to find out which one. There's a good shot of him. I'll do him with the antlers. Adult Rudolph. It's got to be adult Rudolph. He's like really cool. I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna mess this one up because it's gonna be a little bit it's gonna be a little bit crazy for that. So yeah. So it's gonna be like easily one of this. I gotta do his red nose right there. Let me see if I can hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer front view. I guess is the best way I could do it. He's like kind of like staring at everything there, so he's got like a big muzzle. The muzzle's kind of it's really hard about how you do it. It's like, making it like a third, maybe. He has like one of those like like it's more dog-like than that. Yeah, let's get this one started here. Boom, boom. So he's got like a little bit of a snout. It's not easy to find a good picture of him, but we'll see. It's better than that thing there. So I was telling my girlfriend, we were watching the movie one time, me and my friends, and we had a theory that the Island of Lost Toys was the island where all of Hermes' creations was sent. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, this is getting harder by the look. I gotta find something really. It's hard to do this, man. It's actually not too easy. Do I have to look up an instruction of how to draw a reindeer head? Because it ain't easy, that's for sure. Suppose I could just do what I did with before and just do what I did with that derpy drawing. Yeah, I'll do what I did there with derpy. Let me see if I can find the photo real quick. I might need a reference. Yeah, let me see if I can get this thing up and rolling. No, it was bigger than I was expecting. Guess we got, well, at least we now we have a thumbnail. See if we can resize him. Her, excuse me. So let's see if I can restart that. Don't really like how this one turned out. Hopefully this will be a good reference for me. It's pretty good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do the whole hmm. God, this is difficult. Should be better than this. Except I'm not. I mean, the show's called Evan Can't Draw, so who's to expect anything of my caliber? It's funny because I was actually gonna draw the Ghosts of Christmas Past, Present, and Future tonight, but it didn't really work to my advantage. So yeah. Crap. That was close too. That was actually pretty good. Hmm. It's kind of hard. I'm drawing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but it's hard for me to like draw the face model. Apologize, Derpy's best pony. I had a lot going. I was I was kind of distracted there. I'm trying to draw a vicious monster of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because people like the kids love that shit. So let's see. I'm trying to find a good model online. It's not easy. Drawing reindeers are not easy. That be a life lessons to your kids. You can't draw a reindeer that easily. And that's close. That's pretty close to what I'm looking for. Nah, I mean, like, I can't. Like, here's the thing. Like, next year, I'm actually going to be doing more art just to make sure I, I, I kind of improve. Like, I want to go back and, like, find my, essentially, like, find my footing back. So I've been, like, studying I've been trying to study, like, ways to, like, improve my art skills again. Because I used to be able to draw a lot, but, like, I kind of stopped because of stuff that went through. But yeah, I wanted to just go back to basics. This is not easy to do, by the way. Shit. Kind of wanted to give him like a big old like Let me see here. What do I do here? He had like a little. Rudolph has like a big old like clown mane muzzle there, and so he also has that little shiny nose. I mean, next year there's a lot I want to do. I want to move out of my parents' house for one thing, and then I'm going to just try and I want to try and well, there's one that plus I also want to let me see if I can turn this around a little bit. First of all, let me get rid of his neck. Resize. Get a little bit more thin. Give him like a very swole neck. You know, Rudolph has a very, very, very big metabolism of being really, really swole. You know what I'm saying? I guess I can draw this back there, but like, yeah. So did Evan learn to draw this year? No, he did not. Next year I will try to go to Universal or Disney or both, but it's a lot of money. I'm sorry, man. Just save up. You'll make it. It's always a fun time. Pay for myself, my sister, and for a friend. So I need to save up a little. Look, dude, you just gotta. That's why you gotta collaborate with your friends. You gotta collaborate and just come up with a cool concept, like who can buy what and what not. Because you know it can be done. I've done a lot of collabs with my friends. We like for going on vacations. It's funny because I like when my girlfriend, whenever I'm asking her if she's ready, she always says, "Ready, Santa." My girlfriend's adorable. Would love to do an art stream with her. I mean, I've always wanted to do like one with friends. Like I have this friend of mine who's an artist at work, and I'm like, dude, get an iPad. You can live stream your shit. Just get in here so I can, gosh darn, just draw with you. He's like, no, I don't know how to stream. I'm like, yes, you can. I do it every year. I do want to get a new iPad. I might just get a used one next year. There's a lot of stuff I need to get switched to. For one thing, because I want to get more of my Fortnite situation on since my girlfriend got me addicted to that. Before you ask, no, I will not be giving you my friend name because I kind of would rather play in private. Namely because I'm embarrassed because I suck at that game. It's a birthday present for a friend, so he can't help pay for it. So collaborate, dude. That's what you gotta do. You gotta collaborate. That's the best way I could say it. Just collaborate on shit. It's all about collaboration. You can't do anything alone. Okay, let me see what adult Rudolph looked like. He was a. Let me see. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Adult. A couple of weeks ago, I actually had an interesting experience. I showed my girlfriend Nestor the long-eared donkey just because I wanted to see if it would make her cry like everybody else who's seen it. But she did not. She actually really took it well. And yeah, so I'm proud of her on that. She's the first person I've met who actually didn't cry at that movie. Ears, Nestor. Yeah, poor Nestor. Like, I remember seeing that as a kid, and I just wanted to hug my mom afterwards. It did not make... Nestor the long-eared donkey didn't make you cry, dude. Come on. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You cannot fool me. Yes, it did. It completely did. Yes, it did. Well, you haven't seen Nestor the long-eared donkey? It's a it was a Rankin Bass movie. I'm not going to tell you who Nestor is, but what they do, who the character is revealed to be is actually very much it's really good. I like what they do with who it's revealed to be. But yeah, the he has like it's about this little donkey who has long ears and it takes place during like the Roman centurion times. It's actually really kind of it's a very sad story. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but you know, it will make you upset. You will want to just find your mom and hug her the moment you see what the what it's about. Should I make his antlers like razors, like razor pikes? Yeah, when Rudolph you make fun of Rudolph's red nose again, he'll like pike you on his antlers. This is not gonna be easy because there's like barely any good shots of Rudolph with his like with his adult antlers. Wait, hold on. So he has like several ones that it's like z, and according to this the Rankin Bass one he has like he has z and his then he has like a and Nestor was a donkey, something and him. They said, "Look at little Nestor, da 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 his ears." Nestor's heart was broken, da 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 dun dun dun. But yeah, it's like one of those deals where crazy. Hope you've been having a good holiday season, by the way. There's some good things, there's some bad things, there might be even some tragic things. For example, this is actually the first holiday that I'm having after my grandfather passed away last month. And honestly, I'm more concerned about my family up north. I mean, I've been getting through okay, but the thing is that like, you know, you cherish those memories. You cherish all the good memories you've had. Like you remember the people that you were with and you spent Christmas with. And it's those memories you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Don't celebrate the sad, celebrate the happy. I know it's not easy during this time of year, but you know, I mean, look at me, I'm broke. Anyway, what else am I going to do next year? I really want to make another short film. Like, I've been too tied up with too much stuff here. Mystery Brony Theater's been moving slow. Before you ask, no, I don't know when it's going to come out. Like I said, I'm probably going to shelve it again just because I need to get my creative side back. It's been kind of slow with my work, and I just feel like I'm in a creative slump and I need something down. I mean, like, I've wanted to feel a kick again from editing, and I don't want to lose that creative mojo I've had because it's just something I live for. I need to create. My old artist days are just nuts. I know a lot of people are going to hate that, but like, I just want to make sure that everybody understands that I'm just a guy. It's my channel. I do what I want. I know you guys might not like it, but I still want to create great stuff. And, I've created great stuff in the past. This is not one of them. And just kidding. I like drawing. Art is easily one of my best things there because like here's the thing. People say, "No, I can't draw. I can never draw." But no, you can draw. That's why I started drawing. Like one of my favorite my favorite YouTubers at the time was Ego Raptor, and he was from Game Grumps, and he actually made this quote saying, "What do you mean you can't draw? Just get a piece of paper and draw. You can draw." A little manly ass chin. Look at my son. You have your mother's eyes and my strong chin. God, I was telling my girlfriend about the alternate ending to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh, really? How would you help? Just by support, spreading the word, doing whatever you do? Because making a short film, when I made Easter Egg Snow Mount Silver, it was actually more of a group effort. I had to work on that during college, and I had to like, and I did it, and I did the casting and everything, except I did it wrong because I was a noob. You can always help by spreading the word. Because when people spread the word about the projects, it's going to help them get a little bit of recognition towards them and helps them, be it get funded or get attention. Like when I was doing Snow Mount Silver, I actually advertised it all over the Creepypasta wiki. Keep in mind, this was the time before things went to shit after that incident with the two girls happened. But yeah, I advertised it everywhere, and I remember it being utterly people were hyping it up big time. I didn't like that. Well, I admit it's not like my best work. I'm still thankful for what it did for my channel and everything. Be it like this murder and Wells killing Monster Kid. This looks nothing like him. I gotta work on the antler. I'm gonna work on the antlers now. I need to work on that. Let me see. The antlers are gonna be a little bit tough. Let's see if I can put that down there because Rudolph can't do shit. He can't fight the giant snow monster thing. God, he looks like one of those stupid Sonic 06, like not Sonic 06, Sonic.exe monsters, where for some reason they got rid of his mouth, his teeth or something, and now he looks somehow horrifying. All right, let's get rid of these extra lines. So Cruiser got me something pretty cool this weekend. I let him crash at my house, and he got me some autographs at Holiday Matsuri, which is this holiday-themed anime convention that we have in Florida every year. And the entirety of the Bebop crew was there from Cowboy Bebop, and he said he got me their autographs. It's pretty sick. Okay, this is one I'm gonna do. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw the teeth as again, like last time. I'm going to make see if I can make them look a little bit more, like more white. Like I'm going to try and make a short film. Would you want to be in it? Well, what would I do? Exactly. Would I be the actor, the director, the DP, the storyboard artist, the producer, the bipped? That's the thing with short films. It's like you need the first thing you need is to have skills doing so. You can either do it professionally or you have to have or just to have fun with it. I mean, back in my old days, I just made films with my friends, and that's what we did. We just went around and filmed stuff because back then that was during a time when like YouTube was like exclusive. Like we're like making a film for YouTube. Holy shit, who would do that? And every single time we made one, we just kind of got embarrassed that everybody was watching us. Like, but nowadays we realize, yep, we kind of want that now. So yeah, I was kind of, in other words, even back then, yes, I was very stupid. You can be whatever you want. Okay, I want to be Orson Welles. I just want to be Orson Welles. It's funny because like like I said, Concert Cruiser was visiting my house this weekend, and I'm assuming you know who Orson Welles is. I was telling him I was listening to A Christmas Carol done by Mercury Theater, the guys who did that famous War of the Worlds broadcast, and I told him I asked if he ever saw Orson Welles wine commercials, and he said no. So I showed him the full wine commercial and then the outtakes, where people thought he was drunk, but like he's not. He's just really tired. Where he's like, ah, the French. I think this is one of those rare moments where I have to do color for this one. I mean, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, not Rudolph the fucking, you know. I mean, I could just do red. Funny thing was, like I said, I was gonna originally do Charles Dickens' The Three Ghosts from A Christmas Carol, just in my like translated designs, but I just felt like I didn't have time to make all three, and I couldn't really think of any good ideas. I mean, I was gonna have like the ghost of Christmas Present in like a robe wearing nothing underneath clearly, and he has the quote, "I have children in my robe," which he does, but like, what's the thing? Before you even decide who's gonna be in it, you gotta have a concept idea. The goal is to make something, not see if you can get somebody to star in it. Like when I made Snow Mount Silver, my idea was just to translate this story to kind of put my film skills in like practice. And it was an interesting concept, really. I mean, like, shit. I think did I crash? I think I crashed. Uh-oh. Oh wait, no, we're back. We're back. Okay, good. But like, it's just one of those instances where you kind of need to just see what you can come up with. I mean, back then it was just me and a digital camera and my friends in a basement. We just made shit. Well, actually it wasn't a basement. Like our first film was our Saw parody, which was kind of a mess. We had to use like three different cameras. That's why the camera quality changes like midway through. Funny enough, because I actually had to subtitle that thing, and some of them are spelled wrong, because I'm really stupid as usual. But yeah, the whole concept was just funny. I just was a big fan of Saw back then. I wanted to make my own thing. I mean, me doing the voice of Jigsaw was pretty cool. My voice was filtered through like Audacity. And I've actually never made a Christmas movie. I mean, I guess Snow Amount Silver is a Christmas movie because it has snow in it. Merry Christmas. Pikachu's frozen on a fucking mountain. You ever seen you think I was talking to Cruiser like you think people have been over commercializing the Grinch this year? Because you see those Walmart ads with their half-assed Grinch actor who with the costume that looks horrible. And look, I no disrespect to the actor, but you know the costume looks horrible, man. You look like New York's the Grinch rather than the Grinch himself. Look like the Grinch trying to avoid how the Grinch like friggin' how the Grinch got avoided copyright infringement. That's the movie. That's a new movie for you. Even in A Christmas Carol, and he is playing the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future. That wasn't from that's Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but I like your reference. Thousands of years ago, Sigourney Weaver. I don't know, like I don't hate that character. I just kind of don't like him that much, like compared to the Mooninites. I mean, I could talk Aqua Teen all day. I mean, I've interviewed Carrie Means twice on this stream, so or like three times. I've interviewed him three times on my show, be it like Mystery Me or like twice on Ants. He's a nice guy. He was cool. I mean, he was probably like drinking half the time when he was doing the interviews. So yeah. I mean, it's kind of why we don't want him to have him back because he was drinking. Clearly was. I remember one time I had to get him a. He was at the same con as me and Bruce, and his wife made me go get him a thermos for his beer. And I saw him with that thermos throughout the day at the con. Motherfucker. So yes, if you have Carrie Means as your guest at any convention, I hate to break it to you, but he's smuggling alcoholic drinks in the con. I'm sorry if I'm being a jerk, but like that's the fact of the matter. I'm sorry if I'm being rude. I don't want to be that guy, but like still, why would you do that? I mean, like I can imagine he's not the well. Let me be fair here. He's probably not the only one who does that. There's probably a lot of people. Like I remember, I heard Chevy Chase went to MegaCon and he actually was drinking backstage. I mean, even like me, like I was at Grand Brony Gala one time, and wait, did I drink at Grand Brony Gala? I don't think I did when I was guesting there. But I've seen a lot of here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people go do a lot of drunk panels. Like Little Karibo did one where he had to sing the Attack on Titan theme song under the influence of alcohol. It's supposed to be the best. He went up and said, "Oh, the French." I'm just kidding. Martin Bellani, I like that you're being more active on your channel now. It's really good stuff. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to be. It's your channel. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But like, I'm glad you're doing stuff. You're a good man. You're a good man. Okay, is this cleaned up enough? I think so, maybe. The eyes are a little bit rough, but Okay, let's work on his stupid chest. So Rudolph has a bit of a dude bod, so yeah. Let's get his like friggin' let's get rid of that leg there. I don't think I'll need it. But yeah. It's like one shot of him with like Yeah, I don't like that. Should probably like lower this a little bit. Maybe like make it a little bit less thick. Because, you know, Rudolph has that little stripe that goes down under his stums. So he can fucking fuck his, like, cute wife. What's your favorite My Little Pony creepypasta? There's more than two. I like with My Little Pony, it's like, what more is there to say? I mean, I don't, to be honest here, I don't like either of them. I don't like either of them. Look, I'm not saying any disrespect to anybody who made them, but like, you know, creepypasta with that was like crazy. I remember how big of a deal Cupcakes was, and then I look at it again, I'm like, this is kind of stupid. I mean, like, there's some stuff I liked about that one because like I like the idea of just I like the vivid descriptions of torture they have, and it made a good cosplay communities. It worked its way into the cosplay community, so I'm not gonna literally like I can't not glorify the impact it had. But yeah, what was the other one? Rainbow Factory. The only thing that came good out of Rainbow Factory was the song by Wooden Toaster. That was during a time when like when like musicians were like king of the fandom. I can remember when Dusty Cat was a musician. Is he still a musician? I don't know. Suppose I should probably do his legs now. Oh, Rudolph has one of those fucking. Oh, God damn it! I gotta redo this shit. So Rudolph has one of those like gosh darn he's like one of those like haunches. Let's give him some muscle. It's sad because this is actually not how you do muscle. Let me see if I can look up some muscle reference. I'm gonna make him furrier, don't worry. Is it? Yeah, I guess that's pretty close. Still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with his disgusting like legs. I'm kind of making this one up as I go along, people. Please bear with me. No one ever said I was the best, because I'm not. If anything, I'm kind of stupid. You never forget it. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make his fucking hooves really big. Can I make his hooves like really big? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Let's get those nails out there. No, I don't like that one. Let me see. How do I do his hooves? Let me see. Rudolph has like one of those like little snappy hooves. I can't do hooves too well. Like how semi-swole he looks. This looks horrible. This looks absolutely horrible. I don't even know what I was going for with this. I have no idea what I was going for with this. It's a stupid drawing. I'll probably give him some more fur later on. He's like, Clarice, want some of this? Yeah, so the movie also spawned one of my favorite internet memes. Why weren't you at elf practice? When we were watching that with the guys after an episode of Ants. That scene came up. I'm like, I paused. I'm like, okay, everybody on three. 1, 2, 3. Why weren't you at elf practice? I want to see a guy cosplay that and just burst through through random doors just to scare people or like hide in the elevator. Why weren't you at elf practice? This fucking thing there. I wish I can give him a giant throbbing dick right now, but like I can't because it's fucking Twitch. Suppose I should probably like, you know. Damn it, come on. I need a better piece of work. There we go. No! I mean, I like old school creepy pastas, but like, back then it was just our thing at the time. It's like, you know, and then those two stupid girls ruined everything. As stupid little girls do. I think George Carlin said it best. Everybody's talking about children. Everybody's talking about children. Yeah, think of the children. What about the children? We should all worry about the children. It's always children. Always children. And in the words of George Carlin, you know what I say? Fuck the children. I'm just kidding. I'm not that guy. I care more about the kids. Although I do agree with his like observations on why I never vote. I'm gonna say, why weren't you at elf practice at you? You're not gonna remember that. Even if you did, I probably won't either. But to each their own. I think it's okay. I think it looks pretty badass. Does he have like does Rudolph have like one of those like fucking he doesn't have a neck brace. I guess we can add some more texture. I mean it's Christmas. Why don't we just add a little bit of texture and some red and some color? Give a little bit of that. Good. No. It needs to be this. Why won't you change? Hmm. Yeah, I don't like this. This is something I should have gotten at elf practice. By that, I mean I should have gotten a better art skills. See if I can make it maybe a little bit lighter. In Rudolph, some antlers are like dark red, brownish. It's hard to find one of those. Um, that should do it right there. Gotta make it a bit bigger. Let me just zoom in. I got a question for you. What's your favorite Rankin Bass movie? Those weird stop motion Christmas films. My favorite is it's a hard choice. It's between wow, I like all kinds of stuff. My favorite is actually Little Drummer Boy. I actually make it a priority to watch that every Christmas Eve just because of how beautiful a story is. It is. I actually recently learned there's a sequel to that movie, which I'm like, what the fuck else is there to tell? I don't know, it has something to do with getting like stolen bells back or something from like the thieves from the first one, I guess, because Aaron says it's personal because they sold his camel and then Jesus had to revive him. If you haven't seen Little Drummer Boy, by the way, that's what actually happens in the movie. The only Halloween one they did, which one was that? Like, I don't remember Rankin Bass doing a Halloween one. I remember them doing an Easter special that had Halloween in it, and Vincent Price, and Casey Kasem, the original voice of Shaggy, doing Peter Cottontail. Funny enough, there's actually another Easter special called The Easter Bunny's Coming to Town. It's literally like this, like a carbon copy of Santa Claus Coming to Town, down to the song. It's really stupid. I haven't seen it, but I want to. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mad Monster Party. I have no idea what that is. What is that? Mad Monster? Isn't that a video game that John Tron covered where you can play as like Tempura Shrimp or something? Or is that no? That's Monster Party. Never mind. It sounds like something crazy. I mean, I like stop motion stuff. I mean, Rankin Bass cartoons are just the best. Like I like in Frosty the Snowman when they're trying to name Frosty, they say they're trying to guess up names, and then just out of nowhere when they come up, there's just a random kid that goes boop. It's like close to the mic as if some adult's like trying to impersonate a child or something. I'd like to know what would have happened if they went with the original names they came up with, like Oatmeal. One kid wants to name him Oatmeal because Oatmeal's crazy. Like we were in my break room and I was saying to myself, like, I want a movie about the backstory of Professor Hinkle. I want to know what drove him to become a musician and where he got that magic hat from. I know, like in the movie, they like confirmed that wasn't the hat that brought him to life; it was the snow or something. So it was made of Christmas snow that just happened to be there. But a little fun fact about Frosty the Snowman. Apparently the guy who's the narrator, he had a hard time doing the narration for it, so he had to he was doing it until and it was his last role, so he did it just for the kids. He like struggled through it because he was so old or something. He was like, Frosty the Snowman did this shit. He ran around, the kids played leapfrog off his back. I like that one shot of them going to the train that's like a distant shot because it's slowed down. It looks like the last shot in the movie. Imagine like the credits went down there, like rolled and Frosty like murdered everybody. I mean, that's one of the reasons that inspired that one drawing I did of Frosty the Snowman. So yeah, I just dug myself a horrible ditch, by the way, for doing color. Hmm. Oatmeal the Snowman, exactly. Hmm. I don't know. I don't really feel the coloring too well, but like, this is why I don't like doing coloring. It takes for nothing ever. I know it's all about patience, but like, still, it's not how I fly. There's no paint bucket tool. He's there like, Clarice, it's time to go to it's time to go into the cave. Same with the hiker in that movie that everybody likes, Yukon Cornelius. It's kind of weird. The guy has a rifle in him and he never uses it against the Bumble, like or whatever the fucking abominable snowman's name is. And yet, that's not funny because Hermes actually has the most violent attack in the entire movie where he removes every single one of his teeth. Funny enough, if you guys don't know, there's actually an alternate ending to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. In the original broadcast, it ends with just the elf throwing the presents off the sleigh. So next year, when they aired it, they had to add two scenes. One that showed Yukon Cornelius finding shit, why he was always licking his pickaxe because he found himself a peppermint mine. And the other one was that they had to show the Santa going to the island of misfit toys because everybody was complaining that Rudolph like pulled a 180 on the island of misfit toys and is like, dude, fuck you. So everybody's like, dude, what the fuck? And then Santa's like, okay, we'll go back and do that. Hermes, we're gonna retrieve all your toys from the island of misfit toys and bring them back to you. Ugh. Funny enough, I like showing this to people. It's actually not a bad special, but there's a movie called A Cranberry Christmas that was actually a movie sponsored by Ocean Spray. What is my favorite thing to do at Disney? It varies on which park. Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, I'm more of a coaster rider for that. I mean, Tron Light Cycle Run is my home base. But in terms of like other stuff, I my favorite ride in the part in Magic Kingdom is the Carousel of Progress. No one would believe that. People say, "Oh, that's not a ride." I'm like, "Yes, it is. It moves. You're sitting there and you're not on the ground technically because you're sitting there. You are on a ride that just doubles as a show. Get over it. Enjoy the song." Yeah, you go there and all the people think it's the People Mover. The People Mover is pretty fun. I like that one. One thing I like doing is like going to Hollywood studios and dressing up in my Galaxy's Edge cosplay just so I can bound. Or I go to the Tron ride and I'm in my cosplay there. Let's probably make him a little bit fuzzier, huh? Let's make him a little fuzzier. Shit. So you have to like kind of go through each individual parks, like Animal Kingdom. I don't really like a lot of Animal Kingdom, but I do like Pandora. Exploring there. I haven't been there at night yet, but the place looks beautiful. Like it looks like you literally stepped in the world of Avatar. But yeah, I think that would be the stuff of Animal Kingdom. I do also like well, I can't say dinosaur because it's gonna be gone in February, so yeah. I mean, Hollywood Studios is easily my go-to park. I know I just said that, but just bear with me on that. Just almost had a heart attack there because I thought I was using the same brown I was using for the antlers, which means I would have had to redo everything. If that was the case, I was gonna say, okay, this stream ends. I'm done. I'm officially done. Let's get his eyes like really fucking red. All right, I got one. I got something better. Hold on. Let's get his eyes like this. Let's make his eyes like red, molten red. Not only does his nose glow, so does his eyes. Let's see here. We can make it just a little bit brighter. Let's make his nose. You have to get his shiny nose. Yeah, he's not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer unless he has his nice, big, bright, shiny nose. It is also red for some reason, but you know. I wonder why his nose was red. That's what I want to know. Sorry, I had to take a break from my delicious Dr. Pepper. Okay, so I guess I can do the rest of him. I don't like painting. This is why I don't like coloring my characters because it's really dumb and annoying. I guess that's pretty close. What am I getting myself into? This is a horrible idea. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more, but I can't. Wish I had a bigger iPad and a better pen. But here I am doing this on an iPad from 2018. I forgot to put the other thing there. Hold on. Rudolph has that little stripe there, doesn't he? Yeah, he has like a little white cream puff stripe there. All right, let's get back to work. Let's go back to where I was doing. Ah, crap, did I miss it? Yeah, let's just go back there. Okay, cool. At this rate, it's like a coloring book. Trying to get the outside layers like as carefully as possible. Wait, no, I can. I can just do this. I'm just gonna go to the smaller brush and like build it up as I go along. Yeah, this is why I don't like painting people. Like putting color in my characters, it's like pointless. Let's stop this. Should have just used red. I don't know why, but as I'm drawing this, I have the credit card debt from Family song from Family Guy like ringing in my head right now. I've got $16,000 in credit card debt. Hmm. Yeah, okay, so Rudolph actually does have something else I need to put in there because I feel like an idiot. So he has like a little bit of a white there. Let's go right there. There's like little white situation there. That's bad. I don't like that. This is so bad. I hate it. I'm gonna be here all night. So I'm not gonna be satisfied until this thing is like completed. Oh man, this is annoying. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I'm gonna be here all night. Doing the color was a bad idea. I have to do all four legs. Should have just did it Rudolph and his black ass nose reindeer. But it's Christmas, I guess. And now I gotta redo the outlines. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. The nerve of what I do for you people. Do you know how bipedal anatomy works? No, I don't. Because if I did, this thing would have been a whole lot better. But no, it's just not. Oh, I forgot this one. Just gotta get the outlines, and then I'll be able to fill it all the way in for the most part. Fingers are trembling. I hope this is good. I still gotta add the blood and everything. Yeah, I probably should redo that one. Okay, let's get that thing set up. Let's get the insides of this. I'm gonna redo the outlines anyway, so what's the point? This isn't technically even his fur color. It's like browner. When I zoom out of this, it's going to look like he's covered in like shit or something. Because, you know, brown is always shit and not just mud, dirt, chocolate. Rudolph is just made of chocolate. Santa's like, I'm gonna use you to make me fat. Ho ho ho. Rudolph, with your chocolate body, will you nourish me tonight? And Rudolph's like, no, Santa. And he's like, too bad. Bad. It's like one of those, okay, let's see. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I think it's creating too much stuff that that the picture's starting to lag. Which sucks because I kind of want to see how this plays out. Let me see. There you go. Let's get his body. Yeah. Got his stupid little tail. Let's get the rest of his face. God, I can't wait to redo these outlines. It's like an endurance test. Ah, shit. He has a fucking. That's right. He also has like the little. Damn it. You gotta redo that. Hold on. He also has like a little bit of a. When he. With his nose, he's like also white. Like the little blotch on there is like white also. I should probably erase that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, making an ass of myself. Damn it, come on! Fucking, I hate how you have to keep doing this. It's like annoying. Thank you. God's sake. Let's go over here and just tilt this a little bit. This episode's running longer than I was expecting, I guess. Actually, no, it's actually running on time for once, believe it or not. There we go. Let's just get these outlines done. God damn it. It's gonna feel so good to fix these outlines. It's gonna be so worth it to see this thing at the end. I still have to add the blood on his teeth. I need to make his eyes a different color. I don't like how it kind of like blends in with the red. Would I ever cosplay something from a for the new year? I will be in St. Augustine. I've only been to St. Augustine like once or twice here. I used to go all the time with my uncle, but back when I was a little boy. But it kind of freaked me out as a kid because, like, I also got food poisoning there one time. But what I did was that but yeah, that's pretty cool. St. Augustine's a nice place. What are you doing in St. Augustine, dare I ask? Of course I do. I believe in ghosts. I mean, it's a ghost town. Yeah, I know about the ghost walking that walks there that they have, and it's like crazy. Do I believe in ghosts? Yes. Do I believe that ghost walks actually communicate with the dead? No, because the dead wish to be left alone. At least that would be me. It's like, let me rest in peace. If I want to come out and say hi, I'll come out and say hi because I'm kind of an introvert. This iPad is blazing hot right now. That's pretty cool. Was it grandparents? Because it's always because it's God's waiting room. So yeah, apologize for making assumptions. All right, I think that should just about do it. I just gotta. Oh wait, we got that little spot there. Yeah. So I gotta just fill in all this dead space afterwards, and then I'll just do the outline. Let's see if I can fix it up. Let's see. This is gonna look so awesome in the end. This is probably gonna be one of my greats. No doubt about it. There's like so much shit on this page that I can't even scroll around. There we go. There we go. Let's get that spot right there. It's funny, like going back to what I was saying about A Christmas Carol, I actually in the Mercuryville Theater, I was wondering like what my favorite Christmas Carol character is. And I don't really have a particular favorite. I just like the story in general. I do have a dead dream though. If I were to go and audition for A Christmas Carol, I asked them on Ants yesterday, who do you think I would audition as in A Christmas Carol if they did like a community theater version of it? Who do you think I would audition to play? I want you to guess. Only my girlfriend has gotten it right, and the other guys were actually really surprised at my answer. You're gonna play that little boy that gets kicked out of Scrooge's office. Yeah, a 32-year-old man is going to do that. Yes, I'm going to play Tiny Tim. A 32-year-old man is going to play Tiny Tim. Why not? Look, I like my fans, but it's the dumbest answer I've ever seen. Nah, just kidding. Um, no, I wouldn't. I would act, but that's pretty close. I actually would actually go out to audition for Bob Cratchit because I like that character. Ah, crap, is that stuck? Okay, it's not. Okay, good. Okay, now I gotta get out of this. Cratchit would be my character. I've actually I want to try and study that part more just to play him in one iterate in like either community theater or like somewhere because I feel like I could pull it off. I'm almost close to him. I'm always in fear. I'm always trying to get stuff done for everything else. I care about other people, and I actually do like Christmas, despite humanity making it worse every year. Okay, let's see if I can just do some small edits here. Dude, let's get these little like spots. What would be the Ghost of Christmas? Of course you would. Everybody likes the Ghost of Christmas Future, but I'm like, he's fine, I guess. I mean, he's death. What more do you need? And he apparently is the one that fears Scrooge. Well, Scrooge fears the most, but I'm like, yeah, it's death. Well, that's the thing. The Ghost of Christmas Future, he's not interesting. He's cool, but like, he's just not an interesting ghost. He shows you your future. I don't even know what Ebenezer was kind of afraid of, honestly, because like, it just shows his tombstone. It's like, look, Ebenezer, you're gonna die. It's like, okay. I know it's described in the book better, like it's an untouched grave, like no one's with him. Come on, you fucking idiot. Let's go back over these lines. Too wide. I have to bold it in a little bit better than that. I'm gonna do like the midway point. Damn it. Well, let's get this. Who is your favorite? What ghost would I be? I don't know. Like, I guess I would play. It depends on which version I'm doing it. I mean, like, I would say. I guess considering that the Ghost of Christmas Past is usually a child, I'd say present would probably be my best ghost. I see a cane by the fireplace. You murdered Tiny Tim, Ebenezer Scrooge. That's my Ghost of Christmas Present voice. I hope you like it. Thank you. Like I said, I mainly just studied Cratchit's part mainly, so I'm not really a ghost character. Besides, no one would ever find me scary. Do I look like a scary man? I'm not. If you're afraid of me, then I'm afraid to say you might have some. I kind of would go see therapy because I'm not a scary man. I could be from some people, I guess. I mean, like with me, with my anxiety, I'm like really intimidated to talk to other people. That's why I'm kind of an introvert. And social anxiety is kind of a bitch. That way, you know what I'm saying? We might need to skip on the blood, but we'll see. Let me zoom in. Eat this iPad. I like what Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends did, where Blue's trying to scare Harriman. It's me, your old business partner, Bob Marley. He's just dressed as Bob Marley. Marley, and he's like, wait, don't you mean Jacob Marley? Shut up. I don't like that tail. It's frozen again. Why does it keep freezing? There we go. Zach, Zach as the ghost of Christmas future. He's the only doing it for the cheese. I don't know. Zach would make a better ghost of Christmas past because he has a baby thing there. And honestly, my character would look more futuristic. I mean, I mean, like, what would that make like Cruiser the ghost of Christmas like present? I guess he's always living in the fucking present. I don't know. I've always wanted to do one with Brawny, with him as Scrooge, but he's like, but I love Christmas. I'm like, yeah, we can. What if that's the joke? Like, we're just trying to get you to love Christmas, and you're like, I already love it. So yeah, that's really okay. That's actually is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. See if I can get some blood in there. Let's get some blood on that teeth, shall we? Yeah. Let's get some blood on that teeth there. It's gonna be a little bit hard, but I can try. I've got to do it on the Gotta do it on the small setting. It's actually much easier to do it with this because it's like inverted. Joke's on him. He just had a huge thing of strawberry cobbler. Rudolph the red-toothed reindeer. Finster as Scrooge. No, I wouldn't say. Well, that's a good idea because Finster's like the Hasbro executive, but I don't think he would hate Christmas. I guess if you wanted to give anybody close to being like a Scrooge type character, it would be Miss Biz. I would love to see like us revisiting the past of Miss Biz. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games because he ate all the reindeer. Hello, Clarice. You think I'm cute now? Ready, Santa. I guess that could do it. That's pretty cool. I should probably work on the nose a little bit more. Maybe I should make that a little bit like bolder. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. Finster as what? Finster as tiny. Where the hell did you come up with that concept? I dare ask. Oh my god, you people and your friggin' comparative Christmas. Okay, it's frozen again. I gotta zoom out. I just want to zoom out. I just want to zoom out. I think it's missing. I like it, but I feel like it's missing something. Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to put too much more into this. So I'll just put it as is. And there we go, people. That's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for you. I hope you like what you see. Man, it was quite a stream. Apologize if I wasn't really talkative half the time, but, you know. All right, so next week will be our last episode of Ants for this season. Try and tune in. We'll see where we go from that. And yeah, I'll try and I might do the draw streams more. Hopefully, it depends on what's going on. I apologize if I'm lagging a little bit. I don't know. I can't really fix that, but you know. Anyway, thank you for joining. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a Happy Festivus.